May is National Lyme Disease Awareness Month. Now, although recognized by the CDC since 1991, scientists are still working to understand it. So today, I'm chatting with City Mom's Chief Mom Officer, Jeanine Bobenmoyer, about her life with the disease and some prevention tips to keep your family safe. Jeanine, thank you so much for joining me this morning. You did tell us a little bit that you have history with the disease. Do you mind sharing how you contracted it and exactly what the disease is?
So Lyme disease is an infection that is passed along to humans by an infected black deer tick. Not all ticks that you see out in nature are this specific one, but the ones that are infected do then pass along this disease to humans. So I have dealt with and lived with Lyme disease since 1987. I contracted it well before even the CDC really understood a lot about it, and before even all these advanced treatments that are available. So at the time, these fevers and chills, exhaustion, arthritis weren't things that we really had a lot of answers for, and now we do. So now in my 40s, I still have pretty severe arthritis from time to time, headaches, brain fog, even before all of those things were known from even like a COVID diagnosis. So I have dealt with a lot of those since then.
So tell me a little bit about some of the ways that some families can prevent the disease.
Absolutely. So symptoms can vary from person to person. And with these symptoms, you can still enjoy being outdoors and spending time with your family outside. So there are these mini adjustments you can make. First is if you are ever out with your family, out hiking, maybe out somewhere grassy, stay in the middle of a trail. Don't go off trail into those high grass or out, kind of into the woods. If you do decide to, though, one of the best prevention tips we have is to wear long sleeves, pants, wear those closed shoes and boots so that ticks aren't able to be attracted and want to latch on. Tuck your pant legs into your shoes. And another really big tip here, wear light colored clothing, because the tip I'm going to mention after is when you get home from these woodsy or these grassy areas, you want to do a quick tick check. Having that light colored clothing is going to allow you to see or recognize if anything kind of came home with you. So it's always good to have that light colored clothing. Couple other quick prevention tips: make sure you use an insect repellent. There are specific tick repellents out on the market. And consider treating your clothing and everything else with that before you head out. And then one last thing, we always recommend, check your pets. If you have your pets coming with you for a hike, or maybe they're just out in a grassy part of your yard, you want to make sure you're doing a regular tick check, because something might come along with them into the home, and obviously we don't want that.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about, I know you were talking about some of those symptoms.
Yeah.
You've told me about those, but can we go a little bit into more depth about them? Or is there a specific symptom regarding the Lyme disease that could be, confused as something else? Sometimes you confuse the flu and COVID treatment. So talk about that.
Absolutely. So the kind of major markers are fever, chills, headache, fatigue, and you're right, a lot of those kind of come along with a cold or flu. So one of the kind of majors inside Lyme disease are those muscle and joint aches. It truly feels kind of that your body in those areas are on fire. So that's one notable. The other is a bullseye rash. So the bullseye rash has been known for years as one of those telltale signs of Lyme, an infection. It actually only affects 60 to 80% of people. As a youth, I did not have a rash, so that's one of the reasons we had such a hard time with the diagnosis. But again, 60 to 80%, and that's going to be a pretty sizable and noticeable rash. And then always consult your doctor if you're in doubt. They are going to be the ones that are obviously going to steer you in the right direction.
Jeanine, thank you so much for not only telling your story, but giving us tips on how we could possibly prevent the disease and treatment options after. So thank you so much for that. Tell us how we can find you.
You can find us at thecitymoms.org. We have a lot coming up for the summer, from great pool tips to some of those key water parks you might want to hit in the Midwest this summer. So definitely come over and join us over there.
We love it. Thank you so much, Jeanine. Again, we truly appreciate when you come on the show. No matter what you are telling us, it's super educational. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.